You need to stop. You're not authorized to take a video.
I hate to start a video with some guy's hand, but this fool, he's making journalism mistake number one, trying to block our camera. You can see him here with his buddies, and he clearly will take exception to our camera being there.
You're not authorized to take a video.
His name is Reese Baker.
Oh,
And he should know by now that it's perfectly legal to record video of anyone on a public street.
We're on a public street. You lose.
Unless, of course, he missed that class in law school. But Baker's expertise is really supposed to be bankruptcy law. Thank goodness, because he clearly sucks at the constitutional law.
Okay, who do you work for?
Wayne Dolcefino.
Oh, okay.
Now we understand each other?
Oh,
We've lost track of just how many other lawyers have been hired by this guy, Ali Choudhri. We've dubbed him the real estate racketeer. And there's breaking news on that front. Companies linked to Choudhri are filing bankruptcy left and right.
Ali, can you explain why your companies went bankrupt?
Because of your client.
Because of Wayne Dolcefino?
Yeah.
And how is that?
I'm blamed for a lot of stuff these days, but Mr. Choudhri, you've got a lot bigger problems than me. This was his company's longtime headquarters, 2425 West Loop South, in the heart of the Galleria area. I say was because Choudhri's real estate company, Jedol, was just evicted as part of the bankruptcy of the building. His company was a tenant in the building, but another Choudhri company was the landlord.
Ali, did you tell the court did you have a stroke?
On June 2nd, Choudhri's lawyers tried to stall the bankruptcy case, claiming Choudhri was in the hospital, diagnosed with a stroke. Quoting, Mr. Choudhri is presently admitted to the stroke unit of Methodist Hospital. He must have recovered pretty quickly because the very next day, Choudhri appeared in another federal courtroom for another bankruptcy hearing on an entirely different building. This one at 50 Briar Hollow. We've been there before. Word travels fast in a federal courthouse. And Judge Jeffrey Norman, who oversees that 2425 bankruptcy case, found out about Choudhri's miraculous recovery. He quickly denied the attempt to slow the bankruptcy proceedings down.
Stop talking. Stop talking.
You'll notice that Choudhri's face appears contorted as our camera rolls. He's walking with a noticeable limp, but his track record for using medical reasons to delay answering lawsuits has attracted lots of scrutiny. In the Western District of Texas, another Choudhri company faces a bankruptcy hearing over this building at 1001 West Loop South here in Houston. One of Choudhri's companies in that case already faces sanctions for not turning over records. But the day before his latest deadline, Choudhri, not his lawyer, sent this email to the lawyer for the Canadian company that's suing him, saying he had a stroke and needed another delay. He even attached an excuse letter from a Houston cardiologist. A contempt hearing is now scheduled. But take a closer look at the note. It says Choudhri can't return to work until July 7th. Yet we watched him in a Houston courtroom aggressively questioning witnesses on June 17th in the 2425 case. The trustee handling that bankruptcy is Christopher Murray, and in court documents, he accuses Choudhri of trying to, quote, hinder, delay, or defraud NBK. That's the National Bank of Kuwait, who put up all the money. Gee, something linked to Ali Choudhri being labeled fraud. Where have I heard that before? Oh, lots of places. You can find it in court documents all over the Harris County Court building. Why do you think so many people accuse you of fraud? Choudhri and his real estate company also face a lawsuit by the U.S. Justice Department over his failure to turn over financial records sought in a government fraud investigation. It's hard to keep track of Choudhri's crumbling real estate empire. We've told you about the millions of dollars in judgments against Choudhri and his companies that so far have not been paid. But best we can tell, there are now 5 current bankruptcy cases involving at least 6 different buildings all over the state. This Galleria building, this strip center on Westheimer, 50 Briar Hollow, and this other Galleria building, 1001 West Loop South. That's Jedol's current home. at least for now. It's also the headquarters of 50BH Acquisitions. That's registered to Choudhry's mom, Shanaz. That company was formed in June of last year. We've told you about the millions of dollars in IRS liens that her and Choudhry's dad had along the way. Pictures of State District Judge Brittany Morris at her birthday party helped us raise questions about the judge's relationship with Choudhry, who had cases in her court. Judge Morris was later punished by the Judicial Conduct Commission, and she just lost her re-election effort. You're saying Ali Choudhry asked you to go lie in court?
Yes.
You couldn't do it?
Wouldn't do it. Couldn't, would not.
Chris Wyatt was the chief operating officer at Jedal. He's now a whistleblower about Choudhry's, well, let's be nice, controversial real estate dealings.
His play is he uses other people's money to acquire assets.
Would you recommend anyone doing business with him?
No. Never.
Choudhry has come after Wyatt in court big time, claiming he illegally recorded phone conversations. Wyatt says it was Choudhry who wanted the calls recorded.
I'm done with the Ali bullshit. No. Ali thinks he's so slick, he can fuck everybody. No more.
Choudhry is currently suing us. And outside court the other day, Choudhry continued to claim that we were somehow involved in wiretapping his phone calls as part of this real estate investigation.
What are you with?
Wayne Dolcino?
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, he needs to stop intercepting and wiretapping people.
For the record, here at Dolcefino Media, we don't wiretap people. You know why? Because it's against the law. We didn't even know Chris Wyatt when those phone recordings were made. Chris Wyatt first came to us long after our Choudhry investigation was public knowledge and waited months longer to agree to an on-camera interview.
Oh, they were recorded at the time of those telephone conversations were made.
Long before you came to me.
Way before.
Ali Choudhry's dates at courthouses across Texas widening claims of deception, lies, fraud.
Stop talking. Stop talking.
Remember that old children's fable, The Boy Who Cried Wolf?
Wolf! Wolf! I saw a wolf! I really did!
Despite how we may have looked for our cameras outside court the other day,
Where's the wolf at, little boy?
He's right up there!
a judge has just declared that's what Choudhry is doing by trying to delay some courts while he shows up in others. Ali Choudhry being called the boy who cries wolf.